Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
Let's head over. Told you there'd be trouble for crossing Caretaker. Looks like we're all here. Grab a seat and let's get started.
I am ready.
The Art of War is one of my favorite books, if not my favorite. Can anyone guess why?
Because it's not just about fighting, it's about how to conduct yourself when in conflict with others?
Carol gets it. For quite a while, all my interactions with people involve some form of conflict.
Interesting.
This book laid things out for me. Helped me understand you don't always smash yourself against a problem face first. You must understand your enemy before you can hope to defeat them. Hunter, you get this more than most. You understood Lilith, which led you to discover her weakness. With that came her defeat.
I lost 300 years to understanding. I would not call that a success.
I would. Your sacrifice, whatever it was, kept the world from plunging into darkness. My point here, until we know what game Lilith is playing, there's no way we can break the rules. That's the only way we win.
So the favorite book of a half-vampire was written by Master's son.
I'm the Daywalker. Of course it is.
Carol, what stood out for you?
The chapter about flexibility in warfare. Yes, it presented distinct situations, but at its core, it promoted a philosophy of adaptability. This is a subtle but key difference from the Kree war manuals I know. Those manuals lay out how to overcome every possible contingency. Because Kree commanders always expect an answer, exceptions can flummox the ones who let the rules think for them.
I have not met a Kree commander, but humans are just as capable of rigid thinking.
Oh, of course. I think that's what the text is working against. The Art of War encourages fluidity of thought. The variations presented in the chapter on flexibility are examples, not rote technique.
And that's how wars are lost.
So I've been dying to know, what is Captain America's favorite part of this book?
After this read, everything he had to say about deception and warfare.
Ooh, explain.
Wait, what used to be your favorite?
Discussions of leadership. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I've long since internalized all that worked for me and examined what didn't. But convincing your enemy that your greatest weakness is your most powerful strength.
Or the opposite, that your strength is a vulnerability?
Exactly. It struck me, especially regarding our conflict with Lilith. So, what's our greatest strength?
Lilith has no allies, just thralls. She is alone in this fight, but we are united.
Are we? The greatest scientific mind I've known, sorry Tony, just defected to her side. What's to stop any of us from doing the same? I don't have an answer to the question I asked, but I plan to do what the Art of War suggests. Learn her weakness. Adapt as the conflict evolves. Keep Lilith guessing. And above all, think.
And that'll do it.
Great. So what's our next book?
I told Carol she could pick the next one.
I decided on volume 32 of the Kavat Koth.
The what now?
It's a cross between a legal text, a spaceborne invasion defense manual, and one of those sagas that Thor seems to love.
Okay then.
I promise it's not a heavy read. I thought it would be a good companion to The Art of War.
See you all next time.
Good girl, Charlie.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up, but I'm glad we have book club.
It was good to see the conclusions we each drew from the book.
That's why I think we need to do this. A team that understands its disparate parts works better in concert. But don't quote me. Sun Tzu said it better.
That went better than expected.
Captain Marvel seemed quite impressed with your selection.
No, she didn't. Did she? No, you're just messing with me.
The book she chose? It sounds like the Kree version of the book you chose.
You think so?
I know so.
Huh. That went way better than expected. That's all for now. You taking off or hanging out?
I am taking off.
Peace.
I want to ask you something, but you can't make fun of me, okay?
Fire away, Robbie.
Well, there is this online video game tournament, and I was kind of wondering, will you be my player too?
Is Peter not the obvious choice? Does he not get automatically drafted?
No, felt we've gotten pretty close. It doesn't feel right to not at least offer you the spot. Besides, there will be plenty of other tournaments for me and Peter to dominate.
So, what did I do to deserve this honor, Robbie?
I could ask you the same question. What did I do to deserve all your confidence in me?
I rarely meet someone as true and honest to himself as you, Robbie. Which explains how you can master your spirit of vengeance without letting it control you.
Calling someone like that back home can get you a nice beating. But I'll take it as a compliment. I sometimes wonder if you'd still think that way if it wasn't for Sparky. Don't get me wrong, we're a solid duo, there's no doubt about it. But on my own, would I be that great? I'm not so sure.
Would Nico be great without her staff of one? Would Ileana be as intimidating without her time in limbo?
I see what you're doing here, Hunter. Yeah, they would still be legit heroes. But I can't kick the feeling that it's not the same for me.
It is exactly the same. You can give powers and teach skills to anyone. But only the right person will rise to the challenge and become a true hero.
Okay, fine. You've made your point.
Repeat it until any last bit of doubt is erased from your mind, starting now.
I am the hero.
Perfect.
The mirror table, our pulse on everything Hydra, really brings an Avengers Tower vibe to this place.
It has been useful. The Abbey always harbored great resources, but Stark and the Doctor have enhanced its abilities tenfold.
Don't get me wrong, Tony and the other Stephen are great. But I believe in giving credit where credit is due. You've also been doing your fair share, and I wanted to let you know that it hasn't gone unnoticed.
That is a generous compliment to give. Thank you, Captain.
It's not generous when it's true. They say a good soldier should always trust his gut, and if my gut is right, and it's almost always right, I think you have a destiny beyond just defeating Lilith.
And what destiny is that?
Keep playing it straight with me, Hunter, and maybe I'll trust you enough one day to tell you.
Let's see if you're as good as they say. You are incapable.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Good girl, Charlie.
Captain Marvel swears she can see threads of Dr. Faustus's plan. Hello, Hunter.
Is there something I can help you with? You are looking at me funny.
Was I? Huh. You read me so well. I was just thinking about how much you remind me of Lilith when she was young.
You have never really spoken of her before.
I guess I don't like to dredge up old memories, especially the painful ones.
What was my mother like when she was younger?
Better than me, that was for sure. She was the brave one, kind and courageous. Everyone loved her, me most of all. So you can imagine how hard it was for me when she sold her soul.
I am so sorry you went through that. Losing a sister could not have been easy.
It wasn't. But I imagine it must be harder for you. I lost a sister, but you lost your mother.
I was just a baby when it happened.
Still, I know it affects you. She had everything going for her. Everything. Beauty, brains, talent, compassion. She could have done anything, and she just threw it all away for power. What a waste. We should have been a family.
I suppose we have each other.
Yes. Yes, we do. And for now, that is enough.
It's an odd change of pace, but you're going to have to protect that Hydra equipment rather than destroy it. Don't waste any time. Take them out before they can do any serious damage. Those soldiers are targeting the device. Do whatever it takes to stop them.
Tailbend.
Prepare yourselves.
I don't have magic healing!
That will do. Ready?
That'll work. Never surrender. weakness betrays you.
I'll handle
Awaiting reinforcements.
it. This should help.
The spirit is in control. Is that the best you've got? Whatever gets the job done. Judgment, come.
Good work.
Only the innocent spare.
Very effective.
You will suffer, just as they did. I serve until the end. A reputation precedes us. The worthy are standing.
You've got incoming Hydra. You know what to do.
Some for the rest of us. They cannot possibly match your strength. Weak, even for Hydra. Lucky to still be breathing.
Move back! You'll need all the help you can get.
got incoming Hydra. You know what to do.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Victory for vengeance!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. The light will heal you.
You have my thanks.
I am...
Awaiting reinforcements.
We are doing well so far. Was that truly your best? Let us take them down together.
Looks like we've acquired some new hardware courtesy of Hydra. Good work.